Good morning, students. So once again, this is Mukesh going to present my second video for the students of 12th from the chapter 4, the enemy. Students, in my previous video, I told you how the enemy, who was quite wounded, came to the doorstep of Sadao, the famous doctor of Japan. And they noticed something strange lying in front of their doorstep. Both Hana and Sadao went to it and observed that it was an unconscious body of an American soldier. After discussing with his wife, Sadao came to conclusion that this was the soldier who has escaped from the war. He was a sailor from American warship who has possibly escaped from the war. Therefore, he was wounded. His expert fingers were out of his control and he was trying to find out the injured body of the patient. He found a place where the sand on his body was wet, soaked with blood. After scratching it, he found that it was a fresh wound, hardly 2 or 3 hours before he might have been injured. He cleaned it. As soon as he removed the sand from the place, the blood started coming out. After observing it, he came to know this fresh wound might have become worse because of he might have hit against the rocky place. Since he was a doctor, so it was his primary duty to give treatment, whether it is a man from his own country or from an enemy country. Therefore, he took a grass which is sea moss. It is the quality of moss. Whenever the leaves of moss are put in a wound, they immediately clot the blood. Because of this phenomena, the bleeding stopped. He took few leaves of moss and with his hand he put these moss leaves into the wound. While he was doing it, the patient or the enemy who was lying on the surface of the sand just moaned. He did not come into the sense. He was still unconscious. He did not know what is being done over his body. He just gave a moan for few seconds. Shortly, the bleeding stopped. When the bleeding stopped, Hana discussed over the matter what should be done with this person who is lying there. Hana agreed that the person is severely injured, therefore he must be treated. Contrarily, she was also thinking, if they are going to treat this enemy, definitely it is a risky job for both Hana as well as for her husband. But being a doctor, their inner voice was saying that whether it is enemy or it is from their country, it is their foremost duty to treat. Still, both were in quite confusion whether this man should be treated or not. Although Sadao was in a mind that the man should be thrown back into the sea. Since the bleeding had stopped now, there was no blood on his body, the blood has completely stopped. So Sadao said to Hana whether they must send him back into the water. Initially, Hana also agreed, but still she was looking at the body continuously. This shows how she was polite, merciful, not only merciful, how she was dutiful. She was still looking at the wound, she was looking still at the face of the man who was lying unconscious. Then she asked Sadao. She told that she is not in a position to help him. Even then, if he is capable of doing it by his own, he can do it. But she knew that Sadao won't be able to throw the man into the water again. They looked at each other, but nobody was in a position to say anything. Finally, Sadao told Hana that it would be better to take the man into their house. In fact, they said, it is our motive, it is their intention to recover the patient, to treat him, and they said that when he will come out of danger, when he will come into sense, definitely they will hand over the prisoner to the Japanese police. After this, they both agreed to the same thing. They lifted the man. While they were lifting, they felt as if they were carrying a fowl who has been kept starved for a longer period of time. The fowl who is having only feathers on its body. Means to say, they want to say, the man was so big, the man was so lean, so light-weighted because of remaining in the war, facing the odd conditions, adverse situations into the war. Possibly he might have not got proper food. Therefore, he was quite weak, lean and tired and unconscious. So while they were carrying him, his hands were hanging. They took the man in first step up to their stairs. After bringing it to the stairs, they took a very short break just to recover their breath. This was not only to recover their breath, this was also to ensure if anybody was watching them, although the possibility of it was very rare. Since the climate, the weather was not so good, and nobody was supposed to be there, beachcombers might have gone, they might have thought that it is already evening. So therefore, the possibility of the presence of any human being there was quite rare. This may be the reason they took a short break at the stairs. After bringing it up to the stairs, they brought the enemy from the back door to the downstairs, and from the downstairs up to the passage through which they entered into a room which was used by Sadao's father. The room which belonged to Sadao's father for a longer period of time. But after the death of his father, it had not been used. Therefore, it was not in their use. If it was not in their use, possibly it was not frequently visited by the servants, by Yumi, who was their maid. She might have not visited it frequently. Possibly they might have thought to shift the men into that room. This can be one of the reasons that hardly anyone comes to this room. When they were carrying him to his father's room, they laid him onto the sofa. After putting it on the sofa, Hana bent to the wall cupboard The cupboard which was in the wall, she went there and she opened the cupboard and took out a soft silk quilt. While she was taking this soft quilt for the prisoner, an idea came to her mind. If she will give this quilt to the prisoner, since he is wet, he is so dirty, sand is stick to his body, the quilt will get dirty, it will get spoiled. So while taking out it from the cupboard, she was thinking that the man should be washed. After returning to the prisoner, she shared the same feeling or the same idea with her husband Sadao. Initially, Sadao hesitated over this idea, but later on she thought that she might be right. She told Hana if she could fetch him water, definitely he will wash him. As soon as Hana heard or thought or realized that her husband is going to touch an enemy, her husband is going to wash the person who is not from her own country, person who is enemy, she immediately reacted over it. She told Sadao that she cannot tolerate it. She can tolerate anything. Actually, here the narrator has tried to show the human behavior, the behavior of women's. This can be one of the reasons. A lady cannot tolerate that her husband is touching others. This is the human tendency and as well as human psychology. Therefore, she immediately reacted over this idea of washing an enemy. She told that she cannot tolerate it. On this, Sadao asked, in that case, what could be done? If she cannot tolerate her husband to wash the enemy, how his wound will be cleaned? If he is not clean, possibly they will not give the quilt of his father to cover the prisoner. Shortly, she thought of her maid. She was Yumi. She told Sadao that she is going to call Yumi. She will bring water and she will wash it. Sadao thought for a moment and agreed to her. On this, Hana told Sadao that she was going to inform Yumi about it, and Sadao will go to inform rest of the servants of the house. But before going to inform Yumi, she thought over it. She thought about her children. She was thinking about the consequences of the information which she is going to impart with the servants. You see how odd situations they were passing through, how difficult situation they were passing through. On one side, they were forced to follow, they were forced to do their professional duty. On the other side, they were also forced by their inner spirit to follow the nationalism, to show their patriotism. How difficult it would be for both of them to take a correct decision, whether the person should be treated, the person should be kept in their home. Every calculation they were making in their mind. While making these calculations, you can think over how crucial situation they might be passing through. While doing this, Sadao agreed Hana and told that Sadao will inform rest of the servants and Hana will go and inform Yumi. Sadao also told Hana that definitely they are going to inform the servants. If any of the servants objects, they will tell that they are just keeping this prisoner in their house only to cure him, only to bring him into senses, and they will inform the Japanese police when he comes into sense. In fact, it was their intention, it was their desire, it was their idea that when the prisoner comes into sense, they will hand over him to the police of Japan. So Sadao was trying to assure Hana that they were quite determined, quite fixed to their decision that they will hand over him to the Japanese police. Now Hana goes inside her house to call Yumi, and Sadao went to inform the rest of the servants. When Hana went to Yumi and she told about the circumstances about the prisoner who was kept into the house, Yumi reacted over it. Hana told Yumi to bring water. She told her that she is supposed to wash the enemy. You see, being a servant, being a maid, she was true to her country, she was true to her nation. She immediately denied. She said that she cannot wash at any cost. She can lose her job, she can leave the house, but she will not wash the enemy. At this, Hana realized the consequences and thought if she forces Yumi to do the same, possibly she will go to inform the Japanese police. In that case, they may be arrested. In that case, the police may raise finger over their character. Therefore, Hana tried to console herself. Hana tried to relieve herself. She controlled her anger and did not say anything else. But in the emotion of this anger, she did all the things. She went into the kitchen. She warmed the water and put it into a bucket and returned to the room where the man was lying. But she did not find Sadao into the room. While she was returning, she thought about the soft silk quilt which she did not wish to give the prisoner. Therefore, she thought to wipe the blood spots from the floor. While returning, she found some strips of cloth which were left behind the tree by the gardener. She took some of these strips and returned it to the patient's room. When she returned into the room, she noticed that Sadao was not there. Out of the anger, she went near the prisoner. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes we are not in a position to do anything. Definitely, we also have faced such kind of situation, such kind of circumstance in our life. You can recall your childhood days. Whenever, sometimes because of fear, we don't courage to go into the house. We don't courage to go anywhere. Then the elder members of the house gave us some motivation, gave us some temptation. Okay, you bring something from the room, I will give you this. Okay, you go into the kitchen and bring some spoon, you will get a chocolate. Likewise, just to break the fear, we do it. Similarly, out of this emotional episode, Hana went to the prisoner. Also, she was not having courage to face him. She did not wish to face him, but out of the anger which produced by Yumi, she lost control over her. She came out of the anger, she went to the prisoner and she herself washed. You think how crucial situation it would be. While initially she was not thinking, she was not allowing, her spirit was not allowing that her husband should wash an enemy. And now she herself was washing the enemy. She washed one side of the enemy, now she was turning him to the other side. She washed herself while Sadao returned from the outside of the house. Thank you very much. We will discuss rest of the story in the next video.